Hello everyone. In this video, let me give a brief lecture about eigenvalue and eigenvector concepts. It's from linear algebra topic. Subtopics in linear algebra topic are given in the slide. What you see on this slide is the syllabus of engineering mathematics in GATE examination, particularly linear algebra topic only given in the slide. In GATE examination, there are 17 branches has the engineering mathematics syllabus. 17 branches also has the linear algebra topic and eigenvalue, eigenvector subtopic. Eigenvalue, eigenvector subtopic. 17 branches has the eigenvalue and eigenvector concepts. So this video is very useful for all branches, aerospace engineering to engineering sciences. In this video, I give only summary of eigenvalue and eigenvector concepts because the main objective of my videos are to solve last 10 years GATE engineering mathematics questions for all branches by topic wise. So in the forthcoming videos, let me solve the previous year's GATE questions related to eigenvalue and eigenvector concepts. Before entering the concepts, I tell what is the weightage of the eigenvalue eigenvector topic in GATE examination. In GATE exam question has maximum 3 marks from linear algebra topic. 3 marks, maximum 3 marks from linear algebra topic. Moreover, 70% of chances to get a question from eigenvalue and eigenvector concept. 70% of chance to get a question from eigenvalue and eigenvector concept. So it is very important topic. It is also very interesting and easy topic. Now let's move on to the concept. First I explain what is eigenvalue, what is eigenvector, the basic definition of mathematical definition of eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Let A be an n by n matrix. N by n means number of row equal to number of columns, square matrix. If A is an n by n matrix, then only these 4 conditions are applicable. Otherwise, it is not applicable. So, let A be an square matrix. Matrix A minus lambda I is called the characteristic matrix of A, where I is the identity matrix. How to define identity matrix? Identity matrix I equal to the diagonal elements are 1, other elements are 0. Principal diagonal elements are 1, all the other elements are 0. Identity matrix is also a square matrix. I write here 2 by 2 identity matrix. Identity matrix order 2. So matrix A minus lambda I is called the characteristic matrix of A. Lambda is a variable. Next, determinant A minus lambda I is called the characteristic polynomial of A. Determinant A minus lambda I is called the characteristic polynomial of A with variable lambda. Next, equation determinant A minus lambda I equal to 0 is called the characteristic equation of A and its roots are called the eigenvalues. That means the roots of the characteristic equations are called eigenvalues. This is the basic definition of eigenvalues. Determinant A minus lambda equal to 0 is called the characteristic equation. The roots of characteristic equations are called eigenvalues. The another name of eigenvalues are latent roots, characteristic roots. So the definition of eigenvalue is roots of the characteristic equations are called eigenvalues. What is characteristic equation? Determinant of A minus lambda equal to 0. Lambda I equal to 0. Next, I explain what is eigenvector. If lambda is an eigenvalue of an n by n matrix A, then a non-zero vector x such that Ax equal to lambda x is called the eigenvector of A corresponding to an eigenvalue lambda. If x is an eigenvector, then x satisfies this condition. Ax equal to lambda x, then x is called eigenvector corresponding to an eigenvalue lambda. It is also written as A minus lambda I into x equal to 0. A minus lambda I into x equal to 0. This A minus lambda I is the characteristic matrix. What is that? characteristic matrix. So what is the definition of eigenvector? A non-zero vector x such that Ax equal to lambda x is called the eigenvector of A corresponding to an eigenvalue lambda if n is A is an n by n matrix. So if A is a square matrix, then only these four conditions are applicable. This is the basic definition of eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Next, I am going to explain how to find eigenvalue and eigenvector by using definitions. Okay, by using eigenvalue, eigenvector, basic definitions. I consider one 3 by 3 matrix. Similarly, you have to solve 2 by 2 also. So I explain one 3 by 3 matrix 1 0 1 1 1 0. Here I select one matrix A equal to 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1 0. First I explain how to find the eigenvalues and eigenvectors by using definitions, basic definitions. What is the definition of eigenvalues? The roots of the characteristic equation. So first I find the characteristic equation. The normal way to find the characteristic equation is first find A minus lambda I matrix, then I minus lambda I matrix, then find determinant equating 0, we get the characteristic equation. In that place, I introduce one shortcut way to write the characteristic equation. One shortcut way to write the characteristic equation I introduce. First, I write one 2 by 2 matrix. How to write the characteristic equations for 1 2 shortcut way for 1 2 by 2 matrix. I write for 2 by 2 matrix. Characteristic equation is lambda square minus C1 lambda plus C2 equal to 0, where C1 equal to sum of principal diagonal elements, C2 equal to determinant of A. This is the characteristic equation for 2 by 2 matrix. Then I write for 3 by 3 matrix. Sorry. 3 by 3 matrix is lambda cube because lambda cube, starting with lambda cube, it is a cubic equation. So lambda cube minus C1 lambda square plus C2 lambda minus C3 equal to 0. This is the characteristic equation of 3 by 3 matrix, where C1 equal to sum of principal diagonal elements. Sum of principal diagonal elements, it is also called sum of first order minus of principal diagonal elements of A, where C2 equal to sum of second order minus of principal diagonal elements of A. Second order minus of principal diagonal elements of A. And C3 equal to determinant of A. Similarly, you can write 4 by 4 matrix, 5 by 5 matrix, etc. 4 by 4 matrix starting with lambda power 4 because that characteristic equation of order, polynomial of order 4. Okay. So this is the shortcut way to write the characteristic equation. Now here I use that method only. First I find C1 by C1 equal to sum of principal diagonal elements. What are these elements are principal diagonal elements? One matrix has two diagonal, this one and this one. This diagonal only called principal diagonal elements. So the elements are 0 plus 0 plus 0, 0. C1 is 0. Next I find C2, sum of second order minus of principal diagonal elements. What is mean by the minus? First diagonal element is this one. Minor means delete this row and this column. We get one 2 by 2 matrix. That determinant of that 2 by 2 matrix is minor of that element 0. 0, 1, 1, 0. Plus next diagonal element is this 0. Delete this row and this column. We can get another 2 by 2 matrix. Determinant of that 2 by 2 matrix is minor 0, 1, 1, 0. Similarly, you can find that third element minor, that this is also 0, 1, 1, 0. So determinant of this value, how to get the determinant value? 0, multiplying these two numbers, 0 minus 1 minus 1, 0 minus 1 minus 1 minus 1. This is equal to minus 3. Finally, I got C2 equal to minus 3. What is the value of C3? Determinant of A. How to find determinant of A for 3 by 3 matrix? Sum of the cofactor of any row. I select the first row, 0 into any value is 0. How to find? Delete this row and this column, minor of this one, 0 minus 1. So minus 1. Next term is 1, put minus sign, minus 1 into, delete this column and this row, 0 minus 1, plus 1 into, delete this row, column and this row, 1 minus 0. So finally I got this is 0 minus 1 into minus 1 plus 1 equal to 2. C3 equal to 2. So the characteristic equation of the given matrix A is, characteristic equation of the given matrix A is lambda q minus C1 lambda. What is that value? C1, 0. 0 lambda plus C2 lambda. What is that value of C2? Minus 3. Minus 3. So this is lambda square. Minus 3 lambda minus C3. C3 value is 2 is equal to minus 2 equals 0. So the characteristic equation is lambda cube minus 0 lambda square minus 3 lambda minus 2. You have to solve this characteristic equation. We can get the eigenvalues. I think all of you know how to solve the one cubic equation. So first put one value, get 0, then it becomes quadratic equation, then solve the quadratic equation. We get 3 roots. 3 roots are lambda equal to minus 1, minus 1, 2. These are the eigenvalues of the given matrix A. Minus 1, minus 1, 2. Next, I explain how to find eigenvectors. How to find eigenvectors. Eigenvectors corresponding to eigenvalue. First, I select eigenvalue lambda equal to minus 1. What is the definition? Ax equal to lambda x. It can be right another way. A minus lambda I into x equal to 0. What is A? A is 0, 1, 1 and 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0 minus lambda I. Here lambda value is minus 1. So minus into minus plus I matrix is 1. So finally I got lambda I matrix is 0 plus 1, 1. Another two elements are same. 0 plus 1, 1. Another two elements are same. 1, 1, 0 plus 1, 1. Here I find x. So put x1, x2, x3 equal to 0. Multiplying, we get x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 0. Again we get these three equations are, again we get the same equation. These three equations are same. But here 3 unknown is available, but you have only one equation. So we assume two variables. Here two variables are free variables. So we assume two variables, x1 equal to 1, x2 equal to 0. We get x3 equal to minus 1. Similarly, assume x1 equal to 0, x2 equal to 1, x3 equal to minus 1. Because lambda equal to minus 1 occurs 2 times, so I find two eigenvalues, eigenvectors. x1 equal to 1, 0, minus 1, 1, 0, minus 1. x2 equal to 0, 1, minus 1. Next, I find the eigenvector corresponding to an eigenvalue lambda equal to 2. Okay, so lambda equal to 2 means minus 2, 1, 1, 1, minus 2, 1, 1, 1, minus 2 into x1, x2, x3 equal to 0. Multiplying minus 2x1 plus x2 plus x3 equal to 0. Minus 2x2 plus x3 equal to 0. x1 plus x2 minus 2x3 equal to 0. Now, how to find the eigenvector? Consider two equations. Write x1 by deleting this column. We can get minus 2 into minus 2, 4. This is put minus sign, then multiplying these two numbers. x2 into x3, 1 into 1, 1. 4 minus 1. Next, second variable, we put minus sign, minus x2 divided by deleting these two, minus 2, minus 1. And x3 by 1, cross multiplication method, 1 plus 2. So finally I got x1 by 3 minus x2 by minus 3. So x2 by 3, x3 by 3. So cancel 3 each other, then got 1, 1, 1. So the final eigenvector is 1, 1, 1. Eigenvector corresponding to an eigenvalue 2 is 1, 1, 1. This is the direct method to find eigenvalue and eigenvector. This direct method was take 3 to 5 minutes for solving 2 by 2 matrix and minimum 10 minutes for solving 3 by 3 matrix. But in GATE exam, you should take only 90 seconds when you are solving 1 mark question, and you should take only approximately 150 seconds when you are solving 2 mark question. So next I explain how to find eigenvalue and eigenvector within a minute by using some shortcuts and tricks. I think by using properties and relations between eigenvalue and eigenvectors, you can answer the question within 30 to 60 seconds. By using properties of eigenvalues and eigenvectors and relation between eigenvalues and eigenvectors, you can answer the question within 60 seconds. So next I explain properties of eigenvalues and eigenvectors and relation between eigenvalues and eigenvectors. Okay, properties of eigenvalues and eigenvectors. First properties is a square matrix A and its transpose A transpose have the same eigenvalue. A and A transpose have the same eigenvalue. How to find A transpose? A transpose means interchanging row and columns. Then suppose you interchanging row and column in matrix A, we get the A transpose matrix. That A transpose matrix has the same eigenvalue of A. This is the first property. Next, the sum of the eigenvalues of a matrix A is equal to the sum of the principal diagonal elements of A. Sum of the eigenvalues is equal to the sum of the principal diagonal elements of A. The sum of the principal diagonal elements is also called the trace. Now verify this property by this problem. This is the solved problem in the above. So verify this one. Second property. So eigenvalues are minus 1, 2. Adding these these three values, we get 0. Sum of the eigenvalues 0. Sum of the principal diagonal elements are also 0. So second property. Now verify second property. Let's move on to the third property. The product of the eigenvalues of a matrix A is equal to determinant of A. Product of the eigenvalues of A is equal to determinant of A. Come to this problem. Product of eigenvalue is minus 1 into 1, 2. What is that value of determinant of A? Here I find the determinant of A. Determinant of A also 2. So this is the third property. Corollary of third property is, if A is singular matrix, at least one of the eigenvalue of A is 0 and conversely. How? What is meant by singular matrix? Determinant A equal to 0, then it is called singular matrix. Suppose determinant 0, then product of the eigenvalue are 0 by using that property. How to get the product of numbers equal to 0? At least one of the value is 0. It is the property 3(1), corollary of third property. If A is singular means determinant of A, then at least one of the eigenvalue of A is 0 and conversely. Suppose at least one of the eigenvalue is 0, then suddenly you can say singular. Singular matrix means determinant 0. Next, fourth property, if lambda 1, lambda 2, etc., lambda n are the eigenvalues of A, then k lambda 1, k lambda 2, etc., k lambda n are the eigenvalues of the matrix Ka, where k is a non-zero scalar. For example, suppose eigenvalues of this A are -1, -1, 2, then eigenvalues of 2A are multiplying by 2, -2, 4. This is the 4, 1. Second, 4, 2, lambda 1 power p, lambda 2 power p, etc. lambda n power p are the eigenvalues of the matrix A power p, where p is a positive integer. Suppose you want to find the eigenvalues of A square. This matrix is A. We want to find the eigenvalues of matrix A square. Then immediately you can say by using this property -1 whole square, -1 whole square, 2 square, 1, 1, 4. Next, suppose you want to find the eigenvalue of A inverse, then 1 by lambda 1, 1 by lambda 2, 1 by lambda n are the eigenvalues of the inverse matrix of A inverse. So what is that eigenvalue of this matrix A inverse? Then 1 by -1, -1, 1 by -1, -1, 1 by 2. This condition is applicable when? Because A is not singular. Suppose A is singular, determinant A is equal to 0. In this case, A inverse does not exist. So A is non-singular. Otherwise, lambda are not equal to 0. In this case, lambda are equal to 0, then A is singular. So this is very, very important. Next property. The eigenvalues of a real symmetric matrix are real. Eigenvalues of a real symmetric matrix are real. For example, this is also real symmetric matrix. What is meant by real symmetric matrix? A equal to A transpose, then it is called symmetric matrix. Real means all the elements are real entries. Okay, so here you have to find A transpose. It is same 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Interchanging row and column, we can get the same matrix A transpose equal to A. So it is a real, all the entries are real. So it is a real symmetric matrix. Property 5 says the eigenvalues of a real symmetric matrix are real. So here the eigenvalues are also real. Next, the eigenvalues of an upper triangular matrix are its principal diagonal elements. What is meant by upper triangular matrix? Upper or lower means, upper means the elements below the diagonal elements are 0, then it is called upper triangular matrix. I write one example, 2, 4, 0, 1. This is upper triangular matrix. In this case, the eigenvalue of this matrix is 2 and 1. Principal diagonal elements are the eigenvalues. What is lower triangular matrix? 2, 3, 0, 1. This is lower triangular matrix because the elements above the diagonal principal diagonal elements are 0, then it is called lower triangular matrix. In this case, the eigenvalues are 1, 2, and 1. Next, seventh property, the sum of the entries of every row of a matrix A is the same number k, then k is an eigenvalue of A, and the vector whose entries are equal to 1 is an eigenvector of A corresponding to the eigenvalue. A vector whose entries are equal to 1 means 1, 1, 1. This is a eigenvector of A corresponding to the same number, eigenvalue, that number k. Verify this property in this problem. Adding each row elements 1 and 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 1 plus 1, 2, 1 plus 1, 2. We can get the same number 2. In this case, this problem has one eigenvalue 2. Yeah, this problem has one eigenvalue is 2. And the eigenvector is 1, 1, 1 corresponding to an eigenvalue 2. That eigenvalue, that sum 2. So the seventh property is very, very important property. It says the sum of the entries of every row is equal to the same number k. Here the number is 2. So 2 is one of the eigenvalue. And the eigenvector corresponding to 2 is 1, 1, 1. This is the seventh property. Next, move on to the relations between eigenvalues and eigenvectors. This is the definition. Lambda is eigenvalue of a matrix A if and only if there exists a non-zero vector Ax equal to lambda x such that Ax equal to lambda x. This is the definition of eigenvector. Next, if x is an eigenvector of a matrix A corresponding to an eigenvalue lambda, then kx is also an eigenvector of A corresponding to the same eigenvalue lambda. Here k is any non-zero scalar. What is meant by this relation? Suppose 1, 1, 1 is an eigenvector corresponding to an eigenvalue 2, then 3, 3, 3 is also a eigenvector corresponding to the same eigenvalue 2. Multiplying any constant or any non-zero scalar, then it is same eigenvector corresponding to the same eigenvalue lambda. Next relation. If x is an eigenvector of a matrix A, then cannot correspond to more than one eigenvalue. X is an eigenvector of a matrix A, then cannot correspond to more than one eigenvalue of A. Same eigenvector correspond to two eigenvalues. Cannot correspond to two eigenvalues. Okay. Fourth property relation, the eigenvectors corresponding to distinct eigenvalues of a matrix are linearly independent. the eigenvectors corresponding to distinct eigenvalues. It is very, very important. Distinct eigenvalues of a matrix are linearly independent. Linearly independent and dependent are separate topic. I explain that definitions in the particular topic video. Okay. It doesn't mean that the eigenvector corresponding to the same eigenvalues of a matrix are linearly dependent. That means two or more eigenvalues are equal. Suppose two or more eigenvalues are equal, then the eigenvectors may be linearly independent or linearly dependent. That relation says only the eigenvector corresponding to distinct eigenvalues only of a matrix are linearly independent. Okay. Same eigenvectors is linearly dependent. It's not wrong. Two or more eigenvalues are equal, then the eigenvector may be linearly independent or linearly dependent. Next, the eigenvectors corresponding to distinct eigenvalues of a real symmetric matrix are orthogonal. The eigenvectors corresponding to distinct eigenvalues of a real symmetric matrix are orthogonal. Verify this relation in this problem. This problem have one matrix that is real symmetric matrix. So the eigenvector corresponding to distinct eigenvalues. The lambda minus 1 and 2 are distinct eigenvalues. So we took this eigenvector. These two eigenvectors are orthogonal. What is that orthogonal definition? X and y are said to be orthogonal, then y transpose equal to 0. Here these two are orthogonal, then because these two eigenvectors are corresponding to a distinct eigenvalue. So took these two. Here you doesn't take these two because this is same eigenvalue eigenvector. Okay. So this one is 1, 0, minus 1, x1, x3 transpose is 1, 1, 1. Multiplying these two, we get 1 plus 0 minus 1. This is equal to 0. So this one x1 and x3 are orthogonal. Next, the eigenvector corresponding to an eigenvalue is not unique. This is the last relation. The eigenvector corresponding to an eigenvalue, one eigenvalue, is not unique. For example, here lambda equal to minus 1, but this eigenvalue has two eigenvectors. It means the eigenvector corresponding to an eigenvalue is not unique. These are the relationship between eigenvalues and eigenvectors. This is the concept video for eigenvalue and eigenvectors. In the forthcoming videos, let me solve previous year GATE engineering mathematics questions for all branches by topic wise. That is, topic is eigenvalue and eigenvector topic. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe my channel to encourage me. Thank you.